YouTube family, what is up? So in this video, I am going to show you, okay, I'm actually going to share with you what are some mistakes that new and experienced real estate wholesaler makes when they're starting out their wholesaling real estate business. When I say new, it's for those of you who have never done a deal before, all right? I'm going to share with you some of the mistakes that I also made when I first started out that took me so long to actually get a deal, and then it took me so long to actually scale up my wholesaling business to the point where I was making 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 a month without working like a mad dog, all right? So when I say experience, it's for those of you who done like 3 to 4 deals already, but you're having trouble scaling up. And I'm going to share with you some of those mistakes, and hopefully that I'll be able to help you basically putting the missing link to your puzzle together. So help takes your life, your wholesaling business, and most importantly, your bank account to a whole another level. So once again, if you enjoy this video, be sure to boom, smash the thumbs up. If you're new to the family, be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. Instagram family, comment down below with any question that you got. Also to YouTube family, comment in with any question you got, but let's rock and roll. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about, the beginner, right? For those of you who've never gotten a deal before, let me share with you the beginner mistakes, okay? Here's the beginner mistake, okay? Number one is fear, okay? So the beginner mistake is that they are afraid that if they put a prop in a contract and they can't find a buyer, and now they're worried that, oh my God, I'm stuck with the deal. I don't have the money. I don't have the fund. I don't have the capital to actually purchase the property. I don't even want the property, all right? And I don't want the seller to come at me, to sue me. I don't want to get in a lawsuit. I don't want this mess. Beginner mistakes is the fear of not knowing what the outcome is when they actually put a prop in a contract and can't find a buyer. So I'm going to show you what the outcome is, because to me, oh shit, I got to put my mic in. Hold on a second, YouTube family. Oh shoot, I forgot. What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully you guys were able to hear me. I totally forgot about my mic. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Instagram family, double tap the screen, give this video a share, okay? YouTube family, yes, can you hear me now? Come on, man, shit. Let's go get this money, okay? So the fear, a lot of times we're afraid to do something because we don't know what the outcome is. And we're always, we always thought about, like, we always think the outcome is going to be so bad, all right? Instead of what could, all right? Like the good thing that can come out of it, but we always think about the bad thing that comes out of it. And it obviously that's the fear, and that's what I think majority of the new people that gets into the game that actually pull the trigger and getting this done. Okay, so let me share with you the outcome so you know, right? So now that you know when you jump over something, dude, there's right on the other side, it's not a pitfall. On the other side, it's not a black hole. You're not gonna go into a black hole and you'll be like, oh my God, my life is over. Okay, so the outcome of once you put a property on a contract, man. The outcome of once you put a property on a contract, and let's just say you can't find a buyer for the deal. You're trying to renegotiate with the seller just saying no. Okay, as long as you stay within the inspection period. So in every single contract, whether you're working with a realtor or not, or you deal directly with the seller, okay? So basically there is an inspection period. We call that, the inspection period or the feasibility contingent, whatever one, okay? But typically it's the inspection periods, okay? So typically for us, when I lock a piece of property in a contract, we typically lock it up for as long as possible. Why? Because the longer we lock it up in a contract, it gives us more time to find a buyer for the deal, and it's allows us more time to find us the buyer that pay us the most. So we're not in like a tight time crunch, okay? So typically when we lock a property up, man, we lock it up for 30 to 60 days. I mean, there's a deal where I lock it up for like 6 months, all right? Because the seller's not in a rush. So as long as you stay within this inspection period, and if you can't find a buyer, you can call the seller back, you can back out, nothing will happen. The worst case when it comes to wholesaling, because you felt bad for the seller, is you lose your earnest money deposit. That is the worst case that can happen to wholesaling. Now, I'm not giving you any legal advice, all right? Because I don't know how you do your business, all right? So please do your own research. But from my experience, The worst case is you lose your earnest money deposit. And when you deal directly with the seller, man, your earnest money deposit can be as little as $10. So for me, every single one of our contract, we put $250 in there. So when we try to cancel the contract and the seller gets all mad, we just release the earnest money deposit to the seller. So for me, is would I risk $250 so I can make $25,000 all day long, baby, all day long? So I'm willing to risk my $250 earnest money deposit so I can potentially make $25K. But when you stay within the inspection period, once you cancel the contract, legally you get your earnest money deposit back, even if you deal directly with a realtor. If you don't believe me, call a realtor up and tell them, hey, if I make an offer on this property, right? And typically, as the realtor will only give you 10 to 15 days max, okay, for inspection. So within that 10 to 15 days, you need to let them know if you're going to move forward to buy the property or you're not. Okay, and as long as you stay within that 15 days and you let them know, dude, even if you put 100,000 EMD down, it goes right back to you. So when I deal with realtor, man, now that I got the capital, they're like, Khang, we want 1%, we want 5%, we want 100 G's. Sure, done, right? Because I don't care. I know that I got the 10 to 15 days to back out and get my deposit back. Earnest money is nothing. The most important thing when you deal with the buyer is you don't want to talk about EMD. You don't want to talk about the earnest money deposit. You want them to know it's a non-refundable, man. That's what you want to do. When you deal with the buyer, dude, non-refundable. You don't want them to get their money back. When they're ready to go, they're dropping off a non-refundable deposit, which means if they're back out, they get cold feet, they become a little bitch. Dude, you get to keep that 5K, that 10K that they lock it up with you, okay? Got it? Okay, so that is the fear. Okay, number one for new beginner is the fear, okay? So hopefully this answers your question so you're not afraid anymore to put a prop in a contract. Okay, but then you also don't want to ruin your reputation. You don't want to go out there and just start putting prop in a contract and not close on any of them. Because, dude, a lot of times we think it's a big world, man. It's a small world, right? Eventually your name will spread, and then when you have a bad name, bad reputation, nobody's going to do business with you, right? So you don't want to put every single prop in a contract and not close on them, okay? Now, let's talk about mistake number 2 that beginners make. And comment and let me know which one of this is you, okay? Mistake number 2 is that they're doing too many different strategy. Too many different strategy. They want to learn storage, man, storage unit. They want to learn multifamily, right? They want to learn apartment. They want to learn vacant land. Like, they want to learn sub 2. They want to learn creative financing, right? They want to learn fix and flip. They want to learn buy and hold. You see, you're trying to learn too many things. If you want to learn about sub 2, dude, just focus on learning and master sub 2. Go find someone to teach you on that and just learn that one thing and be the best at that one thing. Because when you're new, when you try to learn too many things, man, you're going to overload, you're going to shut down, and you're just jumping from one thing to one skill to another skill to another skill to another skill. And you master none. Because there's so many things to learn, man. Every single one of them is different. When you learn about apartment, man, wholesaling apartment or flipping apartment, you're dealing with a different types of seller. You're dealing with a different types of buyers. So you need to know how. And it takes time to learn these skills. Okay? So you can't be the jack of all trades, man. And then vacant land. Some of you are like, oh, yeah, I want to do vacant land. Okay, well, go find someone that all they do is they teach you about vacant land. How to identify vacant land, how to buy, how to get them under contract, how to wholesale them. What are some things you need to look for when you're wholesaling vacant land? Because, dude, vacant land, man, dude, is a whole nother beast. Like for me, man, this is one of my mistakes when I first started out. Because I was watching YouTube. Oh, man, someone just did a deal on vacant land. I'll be like, okay, well, damn, dude, I didn't know there was opportunity there. Now I start to market to people that has vacant land. And then I get a seller calls in, and I say, oh shit, well, what am I doing? You got to make sure that, hey, the land, is it subdividable? How many lots can you add? Like how many lots can you get out of it? What can you put on there? Is there utility there? Right, dude, there's just a lot to learn about vacant land. You know what I'm saying? So I try that, and I shit, vacant land doesn't work, right? Wetland, you got to get a specialist to go out there to study. Like, dude, there's all kinds of stuff about vacant land. Okay, so I tried that, and but that didn't work, right? And then you do multifamily, right? You want to buy in whole multifamily. You want to learn how to wholesale storage unit. Dude, storage unit, it's itself, man. There are certain type of market, right, that you need to go for if you just want to focus on storage unit. So I have a buddy that makes millions of dollars a year just buying, holding, and wholesaling and flipping storage unit, but he specialized in storage unit. So what I'm saying here is when you're starting out, dude, there's many ways to make money in real estate. You just need to figure out which one it is you want to do and focus on that one thing, one skill. So for me, I just teach you, man, I keep it simple. Single family home and multifamily. So, I mean, because multifamily, duplex, triplex, fourplex, those are still considered residential. You know, there will still be buyers that are going to buy it all the time. All right. When you deal with big apartment, then the pool of buyers is going to be smaller. Vacant land, you probably typically deal with, you know, developer and builder. Regular house flipper contractor's not going to be interested in that. They just want a property where they can get in, fix it up, flip it. So for me, I stick with something that I know 99% of people, mom and pop, husband and wife, brothers, sisters, aunt and uncle, right, can get together and bam, flip. 99%, man, single family, multifamily is what I teach. Okay, it's what I do. It's what I zone in and focus on that. And that's all I did, man. I mean, like I've done like one, I think I wholesale like one vacant land, but that's nothing. That's like newbie. All right. But this is where I specialize. Single family, multifamily. Easy. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Right? Dude, it could be a husband and wife got their money in 401k, wants to buy this first rehab, live in it for 2 years, renovate it as they go. But they can't do that with apartment. Too much money. You see what I'm saying? So focus. Okay? Pick. Decide. And then just once you have made a decision, you need to zone out the rest. Zone out. If someone talk about storage unit, don't watch it. If someone talk about creative financing, don't watch it. But if you're in creative financing, watch creative financing. Don't watch anything else. Because when you're getting too many information, mixed information, you end up doing nothing. Okay. Okay, so that's the second. Here's the third mistakes. And once again, if I hit you, if this is you, you'll be like, yep, Khang, that's me. Okay? So first I'm going to talk about beginners, and then later I'm going to talk about the mistake that experienced investors that's getting into the game make. Okay, so number 3. The reason why I start to do these type of video, because I listened to Mobi this morning, okay? So let me share with you. So I listened to Mobi this morning. You know, if you go back to my old YouTube video, I was just strictly long video, no special cutting, just straight up me, phone, camera, laptop, and just boom, drop the bomb, right? So I was listening to Mobi this morning. Mobi said he's starting to do like different types of content, special editing, special effects, which gets him a lot of view, but it didn't get him a lot of clients, okay? So he said that he now, it's not about the number of views anymore to him, but now he changed back to his old style. The editing is very simple, right? But it's all powerful, straight into whatever he is teaching. And he said he's getting more people buying his book. He's getting more clients. He's getting more, whatever it is, right? He's getting more business from that. So it's not just about the number of views, right? But the type of people that are watching that type of video and which video it is that actually gets the attention. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go back and bam, right? Not focus on view, but focus on providing the value that a lot of you come here for, is to learn about and how to master wholesaling. Okay. So let's talk about the mistake number 3. Okay. Mistake number 3 is you're trying too many different marketing strategies. Okay. So here's what I mean. I mean, listen, everything that I share with you is exactly what I've gone through. Okay. Let me see if anyone's on Instagram right now is watching. Instagram family. Oh, 90 some people. Okay, good. At least I'm getting some attention. Okay. Once again, you guys, YouTube family, if you like this, you're like, Khang, I love this type of content. This is what I came to you for. Then make sure you smash the thumbs up and drop the comment. Let me know, because the more I get it, and they'll be like, okay, this is what you guys want. I'll do more of it. So mistake number 3, man, is like, I've watched someone, they're like, oh, they got a deal from Drive for $1. I'll be like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And then I watch another video someone did, and someone got a deal from Postcard. I'll be like, okay, boom, let me try to send out some Postcard. And then I watched somebody, and then I heard them they got some deal from letters, right? Sending out letters to people. And then I did that. And then, I try everything. Everything that I see, I watch, I try. But the problem is I didn't stick to just 1 or 2, and I'm going to get to that, okay? Letters. And then the next thing I heard is people doing SMS, okay? And then RVM. For those of you who don't know what RVM is, it used to be popular for a while. And then because of the regulation, dude, we stopped doing RVM, which is ringless voicemail, which is like it just drop on your phone like you missed a voicemail. Your phone didn't ring. It just boop. Hey, there's a voicemail. And then you pick up and it's your boy King Kong or whoever that is, right? And say, hey, my name is this. I'm interested in making you free, no risk, no obligation, cash offer, blah, 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 right? So I did that. And then obviously cold calling. I heard people did cold calling. I heard people did PPC, man. I heard people did SEO. Dude, I just tried. But I didn't just, so what happened here is you're doing too many things. Okay, you're doing too many things, man. If I were you, I would just pick 2 and just commit to 2. 2 different marketing strategy, 2 marketing strategy. So what if you want to go Drive for $, great. And then you want to like, hey, I'm going to Drive for $, and then I'm going to do SMS. Wait, I don't think Drive for $, is a marketing strategy. Sorry. My bad. But if you want to send out postcard, be consistent, because postcards and letters takes time. If you call into the company, you set it up, it's going to take them about a week or 2 to set up your postcard, send it out. So typically, the first 30 to 60 days, you're not going to see any kind of you're not going to see a bunch of call volume, but over time, right? Over time, because it takes slower, right? To put in the work, got to send the mail, all of that, right? But just pick, man. If you want to do postcard and letters, just stick with that, right? It's going to cost you more money. Postcard's going to cost you about 50 cents. Letter's going to cost you about $1, okay? Now, if you want to do SMS and you want to do cold calling, just pick 2 and just focus on 2, okay? If you're new, just focus on 2. Don't try to do everything. Don't test everything. Everything work, all right? I'm telling you right now, I don't know about RVM anymore, but everything work. The real question is, do you work, and how committed are you? Like, are you playing the long-term game, or are you playing to get lucky? Because if you're playing to get lucky, my friend, then none of this is going to work, all right? None of this is going to work, because it doesn't happen instantly. Well, some of you might get lucky, to be honest. Actually, some might, but I don't know about you, man. When I decide to start a business, I'm not here to looking to build a lucky business. I'm not here to looking, oh man, let's try and get a jackpot, right? Like, build a legit business, and it takes time. So what you need to do is just pick, okay? One thing you got to know about SEO takes time, right? Because you got to rank on Google. You got to hire someone that actually knows how to run SEO and get you rank up on there. PPC, pay-per-click, cost money, okay? So for us right now, man, I'm just strictly doing cold call and SMS. We do just a tiny bit of postcard, okay? I do have my website. I do have SEO, but I've been doing for 12 years. Okay, so I do have SEO, but cold calling, SMS is the bread and butter. 90%. Okay, postcard, SEO, probably I would say less than 10%. Okay, but just pick 2 and commit. Okay, mistake number 4. Man, I'm gonna run through all these for you. Okay, you guys got it? Like, if you understand what I'm saying, please comment, let me know. Say, Khang, dude, that was me. And understand that after you go through this, you will walk away knowing what you need to do. Because when you have more focus, you get more shit done. Because then you understand, okay, this is not part of my game plan. I'm not gonna do this, right? So you cut down all the BS and you just focus on what work. Okay, come Commercial break. Instagram family, if you haven't grabbed my book, guys, dude, the only wholesaling book that you need. I got a guy that gave me a 1-star review because he said that the book was not 200 pages. He said this is not a book. This is a manual. So for those of you who's like, if you get a bed, a sofa, a couch, or whatever it is, you're trying to put together, you want a book or you want a manual. A manual tells you exactly what you need to do. It gets straight to the point, cut out all the bullshit. This is it. If you want to call this a manual, it's a manual. So Instagram family, you want to grab a copy, comment the word book. I'll send you the link. Put in your name, your phone number, your email, and then I'll send you some freebies. ARV calculator, rehab calculator. And YouTube, JJ, I got you, man. All you need to do, YouTube family, all you need to do is go to WTMbook.com. Now, the most important thing is that if you can drop me a review on Amazon, it'll mean the world to me. Try and get back to number 1. Over 500-star, 5-star review. The cat that gave me a 1-star review, dude, I'm about to go to his house. Okay, so let's talk about number 4. I'm about to go to his house, knock on his door and say, come on, man, shit, bro. I'm a high school dropout, man. I'm not here to write a novel. Okay, so let's talk about number 4, okay? Number 4, so the mistake number 4 new beginners make is that they try to go into too many different markets, okay? Because they heard people, oh man, people go national. Oh man, nationwide wholesaling. I'll be like, okay, man, I'll just go national. Or they will, or they'll go in other market that they think it's good because they heard someone on YouTube. Once again, it's just from all the YouTube mess, man. YouTube is a good place. Social media is a great place, right? But it also can be very bad because you don't know what's right or what's wrong to do. So they heard someone just did a deal from, let's just say, a state that they know. They'll be like, oh man, damn, that cat just closed a deal on Texas and made 30K. Dude, maybe wholesaling is not, maybe my area is too competitive. So you jump into their states, their area, and start marketing there. And like, oh man, if I get a deal, I already have a buyer, blah, blah, blah. No, here's what you need to do, okay? So instead of trying to go into like different market and testing out the water, honestly, in my personal opinion, is you need to stay in your own backyard. But let me, but before you do anything here, stay in your own local market because that's the market that you know the best. And if you have to go out to meet the seller to get the shit done, you can. Okay, and nobody knows your market better than you. I mean, you're not gonna know another market better than your own market. So focus on your own backyard, man. Dude, the grass is not greener on the other side. Maybe. But sometimes, dude, it's just the grass, the gold is already in your backyard. You just need to know where to dig. The problem is you don't know where to dig. So I'm going to show you where to dig, okay? So let's just say you're in California, New York. Number 1 is you don't want to focus on an area that house price are like $800,000, $1 million, $3 million, $5 million. Trust me. Just turn all of those down, man. Don't market to house that are in 800,000. So let's say you're in Cal, because I get this every single day. Khang, I'm in New York. I'm in this, dude, my city, houses are too expensive, right? It doesn't work. Well, no shit, bro. What you need to do is you need to focus on, so don't do that market. Don't go in that city. But every state, dude, has a low, has a medium, and has a high. So which means they have a low end, the medium house price, and they have a high price for the freaking ultra rich. The rich and the ultra rich. You don't want the high end, man. You don't want the low. Because the low, dude, because, the low, bro, where you can buy a house for 50K, bro, your average wholesale deal, bro, is 5K. So for you to make 20K a month, you would have to do 4 of those. So instead of doing so many deals, so many transactions, focus on the medium. Dude, every state has a city, has a county where house price, man, are between 150 to 500K. Every state, every freaking state. And that's what you need to go in. Pick that city, pick that county. Go in, okay? And now with this, if you target in the medium, so for example, in where I live, I would say a house ARV now between where I live, I would say between 350 to 500K. So my average wholesale deal, and that's why my average wholesale deal is 20 to 25K. So I don't need to do 4, 5K deal to make 20K. All I need to do is one of this. But I happen to do 6 of them a month. You see what I'm doing? So this also like selling to cheap ticket versus high ticket. So when you sell something for cheap, you have to sell to quantities, lots of people, mucho, all right? But when you're selling to, higher ticket, you don't have to sell so much. So for those of you, if you want to do 50K a month, man, if you focus on the medium, all you need to do is 2 deals. Imagine you want to make 50K a month and you're in a market where the average deal is 5,000. Dude, you have to do 10 of these. Versus, why don't you just do 2? Okay, got it? Entiendo? Okay, so that's mistake number 4. Okay. And I'm just going to stop there because we don't have time. Now I'm going to talk about the experience mistake that experienced investor makes. Okay. When I say experience, it's that I would say this is for those of you who done 2 to 5 plus deals. Here's some mistake that they make, okay? Here's some mistake that they make that keeps them from doing, let's just say 1 deal a month. I think 1 deal a month is very, very achievable to every single one of you. Very achievable, okay? So here's the mistake, man. Oh, I need some water. Okay. So mistakes that experienced investor makes is this. Number 1. Let's just say that they just close a deal. Okay. Let's just say that they close a deal. They got some money. Okay. Close the deal. They got some money. And instead, what they do is investing this back into whatever that was working for them. So let's just say that they were driving for dollars, right? And they got a deal that they just closed and they made 20K. Instead of focus on, hey, why don't I just continue to keep on doing that? I got a deal from it. I know what to do. I know what I need to target. Let's just do more of it. But instead, they were like, oh, man, I just closed 20,000. What if I now do this? Because right here, dude, I don't think you have enough capital, okay? I don't think you have enough capital to start trying new things. Because when you try new things, you will lose money. Who agree with me? When you start a new business, you will lose money. When you're trying to invest in something new, you will lose money. When you're starting something new, dude, you will lose money. The real question is, how can you cut down the loss to very little? It's taking calculated risk, baby step. All right. So instead, what you need to do, okay, is you need to continue driving for dollars. Because if you got that first deal from D4D, dude, you're probably going to get the second deal from doing the same thing. And you're probably going to get the third deal from doing the same thing. And then now once you got about 50K or so, right? Then that's when you'll be like, hey, let me implement a little extra here. Let me start to, hey, maybe I can now do some SMS, right? Start sending out some text message, start learning how to do that. Make sense? Okay. So that's mistakes number 1. Is instead of continue to do what worked for them that make them the first deal, the second deal, do the same. Okay. Now let me show you mistake number 2. Now this is for those of you who has done deals and you're doing it all and you're just still grinding 8 to 10 hours a day in your wholesaling business. Mistakes number 2, man, for those that's trying to scale up, is that they think that nobody cares about their deal. No one's do as good as they do. No one can close like they do on the phone, which it might be true. Okay. So what they do is they try to do everything themselves. They try to do everything themselves. Okay. And they don't hire people. Okay. So remember, when you're ready to grow and scale, you need to hire people, man. But you need to go slow. It's one person at a time, man. So you got to understand. So here's your missing link. You just plug one at a time. Plug in one at a time. Okay? So it's like the time when you grow, man, you need people. Okay? And you need to figure out what is the easiest task that you can hire someone to do, so you can pull that way you can get back your time. So if you spend 1 hour a day, pulling the list, skip tracing the list, answering email, dude, hire someone, hire a VA. Okay? Dude, pay them like $5 an hour. Probably cheaper, man. Could be $3 an hour. Dude, have them do that for you. $3, dude. Is your time worth $3 an hour? Anybody can pull a list. Anybody can skip trace. Anybody can answer some email. So now what you need to do is you need to stop thinking that, oh, I need to do everything. You don't need to do everything. You now need to kind of step back and see what's the easiest task that you can hire out so you can buy back that time. Okay? Got it. Okay. Mistake number 3. Here it is. This one, man, mistake number 3 for experienced investor. For those of you who've done 3, 5, 6 deals already, is you trying to grow too fast. That's right. Is you trying to grow too fast. Dude, I've seen this happen multiple times. I've interviewed multiple, wholesaler that said, Khang, I closed 4 deals already, man. I made $50K, man. And then I started to hire people. And then, dude, now I'm starting back at 0, dude. Like all that money's gone. That is right. Because you're trying to grow too fast, too quick. Okay. So they're like, oh man, I've done 4 deals now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. So they start, getting the systems, right? They start to buy the systems, right? Whatever it is, the dialer, whatever, dude, they cost money. So for me right now, so I think on a monthly, dude, just the system costs. And this is thanks to my personal brand that I'm able to become, an affiliate with some of these companies. So they were able to help me out with some of the expense. Like they're like, hey, Khang, don't worry about it. We'll cover you, right? So you don't have to pay for it, dude. But it's just a system for my 5K. If it wasn't for my person, and I want to be transparent and be honest with you guys, right? If it weren't for my personal brand, dude, I would have paid just $10,000 a month in system costs, dialers, text blasting, all of that. Just 10 G's a month. That's not include my employee, right? So a lot of you be like, oh man. So a lot of them done some deals. They're confident, but they're like, oh man, everybody say work on your business instead of in your business. I'm ready to be the boss. I don't want to work as hard anymore. And then they start to hire people. They start to pay for the systems. They start to get the process and everything in place. And they start to hire 3 to 5 people at the same time. They start to hire some cold callers, purchase manager. And by the time they know it, lost the 50K. Go back to 0. Dude, I'm telling you, man, a business takes time to grow, takes time to build, especially the system and the process. It takes time. Hiring good people takes time. Okay? So the key here is you need to focus on building your foundation first. So just hire one person at a time, man, and see how things go. And just watch to see if you're still closing deals. And if you're still closing deals, next, hey, let's plug in another person. And then 3 to 4 months later, let's plug in another person. 5 to 6 months later, let's plug in another person. And, and if the system costs too much, man, pull back. Say, hey, we're not ready for that yet. Let's continue to do the cheaper way. Because a lot of you got some money and you heard someone does, TV ads. You'll be like, oh, man, Khang, what about we run some TV ads? I heard some good stuff about it. Dude, TV ads, dude, cost you about $25K just to set it up. and you got to pay between 10 to 15K every single month just to run the ads. Dude, it gets expensive, right? But they're like, they just start to want to do everything. They're like, oh man, if I can do 4, what if I add on this, and then I'll do 10, I'll do 20, I'll do 50. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. Because if that was true, let me be honest with you. You know how all these people, I don't know if I should say this. You know how all these people are out here and say, well, you know, if you get this X amount of client, you just double. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. Because if that was the case, hey, if I put 20K in and I get 100K out, then why do I continue doing that? Because sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you put in the 20K, man, you get back 5K. Okay? So you got to go slow, man. It takes longer to build a pipeline. But once you build that pipeline, everything goes smooth, which means you have that solid foundation, that pipeline, that system, that process, that solid team. That's when you start to crank up. That's when you start to increase your marketing. That's when you start to expand your market. Now that you're in one county, you take on another one and another one and another one, right? But it's slow. It doesn't just like wake up and bam, I'm wake up, hey, let's hire 3 cold callers, hire 2 purchase manager. Let's go in another market. Let's dominate. Dude, I'm telling you, if that's what you're going to do, I don't care if you just got 100K in the bank, gone. Poof, gone. Done. Man, we're running out of time. Okay? But the thing is, but also too, is you cannot try to do everything yourself. You know, you got to start delegating, but it's slow, right? Delegating, hiring people, right? But it's a slow process, okay? You want to make sure that your business is still closing deals before you keep on expanding, increasing your market, increasing your marketing. Make sense? Okay, got it? Okay. Let me go ahead and take a few questions, and we're going to call this a wrap. Once again, there's a lot more, but we're running out of time. So I just want to take any question you guys got and answer it right now. Now, for those of you, whether you're new, you're looking to start, you're looking to grow, you're looking to scale, you're looking to automate your business, you're looking to put systems, you're looking to put team in place, and you need help. You're like, Khang, dude, I love what you do, man. I want to build this exact same business as you. I want to go virtual. I want to have system. I want to have team. I want to have process. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way, where you're not going to lose your ass off, okay? So this is for those of you who'd be like, Khang, I want to work with you and your team. I'm ready to take my life, my business, my bank account to a whole nother level. Go to Coach right there, YouTube family. Just go to coachwithkhang.com, fill out the application, book a call with my team, and we'll get you all set up. Well, this is for those of you who's new, never done a deal before, or have done 4 to 5 or 6 deals, and looking to systemize and do it the right way so you're not losing your ass off. All right, I'll make sure I'll take care of you. Okay, so there you go. Instagram family, if that's you, all you need to do, IG, is comment the word mentor. Okay, comment the word mentor, and I'll send you the link. So let's go ahead and take a few questions, and let's wrap this up, man. Oh, man, so we get higher from you, dude? I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Platinum Real Estate said, I just need that first step to get that first deal done. Platinum, here's what I'm going to do for you, man. If you are starting out, you're new, bro, I'll leave the link in the descriptions to a video where I literally show you, man, how to stack away $100,000 by the end of the year, step by step, leveraging the software that I'm currently using right now to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Okay? So I'll leave that link, dude, right in the description after the live is done. Go check it out, okay? Alex said, how do you find a seller comfort zone? I don't know what you mean, bro. I have no clue what you mean. Like, a lot of you ask me, but I have no clue. How do you find a seller comfort zone? This, like, people ask me, so Khang, how do you not know what I ask? Well, can someone answer me? Do you know what Alex is asking? Because I don't. Adrian said, if a seller wants time to move out, how would that work with the cash buyer? Dude, Adrian, easy. So typically typically when you talk to the seller be like, hey, at the time of closing, I need X amount of time, or do you guys give me extra time to vacate? Say, absolutely. So you ask them back, if you were the seller, I said, Adrian, so once we close, how much time do you need to vacate? Remember, you never want to be the one who mentioned the number first, because maybe you said, hey, we can give you 30 days. But what if the sellers only need 1 week? Now you just gave them an extra 3 weeks for nothing, right? So always ask. And the sellers be like, yep, I need 30 days after vacate to close. Bam, no problem, done. And all you need to do, bro, is when you found the buyer, you tell the buyer, hey, once we close on it, the seller needs 30 days to vacate the property. Are you okay with that? Do not work with the buyer. Be like, yep, you know what? I am going to, so typically what the buyer wants is typically they want what's called a holdback. So they want like some kind of holdback from the seller. You know, that could be $2,000. That could be $5,000, right? To ensure so that way there's something at stake that the seller will vacate on time, right? Because if they don't, they're going to lose that holdback money. And most seller will not care if there's a holdback. Makes sense, Adrian? I hope I answered your question, dude. So which means when you sell to the cash buyer, you just need to be transparent and let the cash buyer know what you and the seller has agreed upon. And I can tell you, dude, most cash buyers don't have a problem with, you know, closing on it and then giving the seller X amount of day to vacate. But some buyer will ask, hey, we need them to agree to a $5,000 holdback at the time of closing, which means the title company will drop a piece of paper. So let's just say that the seller would get $100,000 at closing, but instead they only get $95K, and then that $5K will be in escrow. We stuck, right? It's like a collateral, and then once they move out, you let the title company know, and the title company will release that $5,000 to the seller, and it's never been a problem. Okay, never been a problem. Okay, man, tell me this video. It's not adding a lot of value to you. Okay, man. I'm getting told by title company I need to disclose my assignment fee, otherwise I can get in trouble. So Khang, what title company nationwide do you use? I'm in California. Oh man, Angel is asking too much. Angel, but I will do you a favor. I will share with you a title company that I use that you do not need to disclose your assignment fee with the seller. And they close in, I would say they work in almost 50 states, almost. I think there's only a few states that they don't operate in, but I think they start to expand. Here's how you're gonna get that title company, okay? All I need you to do is I need you to text me, okay? Hold on a second. Let me find my phone number. Text me right there to 1-206-208 Instagram family. All right. I'll say this one more time, and so you guys can type in there 1-206-208-0676. Just text me title company. I'll send it over to my assistant, and then she'll make sure that she'll get them over to you. And it also said all the states that they operate in. But dude, they are the bomb. Okay, I'll send it over to you. Okay, got it? Okay, let's get one or two more questions, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, man. What other questions? Let me see here. Is your wholesaling team hiring? I see, dude. No, we're not. Simple question, simple answer. Currently, we're not. Henry said, what about renegotiating with the seller because we need to go lower? Oh man, you guys. When it comes to like negotiating with the seller and renegotiating, dude, nobody can do it better than your boy King Khang. So check this out. This will be the last questions, okay? Dude, I'm putting you guys on the gate. Okay. So when it comes to renegotiating with the seller, typically here's what I say, okay? So you know what? Let me ask you this. Henry, how much do you get the prop in the contract for? and where do you need to get the seller to come down? And then I'll give you the perfect match, man. What you need to say. So talk to me. I need it quick, dude. Henry, what do you okay, so you got under contract for 110. Okay, where do you need to get the seller to come down? Oh, dude, that's easy. Henry, come on, man. So you got under contract, okay? Under contract, okay? For 110, you just need to get the seller down 10,000? Bro. Dude, this is so easy. Okay, so here's what you call back. So Henry, let's just say you're the seller and I'm the buyer, okay? I'll call back and I'll be like, Henry, how's your day going? Happy Friday, and blah, blah, blah. We talk back and forth. I built a rapport, and I'll be like, Henry, you know, I got some good news and I got some bad news for you. I don't know which one you want to hear first. Oh, well, tell me the bad news. Okay. Well, Henry, unfortunately, you know, when we go out there, our contract, look at the property, man, it needs way more work than we anticipated. I know we chat over the phone, talk about the condition of the property, but there's a lot of stuff that you miss or we haven't really talked about, but the repair is a lot more than where we want it to be. Now, the good news, Henry, is we are still interested in moving forward to buy the property and to get this done for you. We're still willing to buy the property in an as-is condition, right? We're still willing to take care of all the closing costs, all the fees. That's not going to change. You know, we can get this closed in X amount of time for you. Like, we're ready to close. Now, this is when you already have a buy in place, Henry. So let's just say your buyer needs to be at 90K. So you're trying to get the seller down to 10K so you can make a 10K profit, right? And then you just ask the seller. So I'll be like, Henry, you know, we can get this thing closed in about 15 days for you. We'll still pay all the closing costs, all the fees. There's no realtor commission. We cover all of that for you. We're going to get this thing done, get this property closed. We're willing to move forward, buy the property as is. We already looked, we're seen, we're inspect, look at everything we need to do. We're ready to go. So my question to you, Henry, is that could you see yourself, you know, working with us? Could you see yourself coming down any more than that 110 just to make this done? And then just shut your lips. Shut your lips, dude. That's how you do it, okay? And let's just say the seller be like, you know, man, I mean, you know, I thought you guys were going to get this done. You know, I mean, I came pretty, like, don't interrupt them. Just let him talk. A lot of you do, what you do is sometimes you ruin the deal because you talk too much. Some of you, you talk too much shit. Listen, just let them talk. The more they talk, dude, the more they trying to sell themselves. The more they will get themselves down on price without you even saying anything. Just listen. Because the seller's going to be like, well, I thought that we agreed on 110. You know, you guys said you guys are going to do this. I don't know what happened. But I mean, God, geez, 110, I can't see going any lower than 110. I mean, it's almost like I'm giving the property away already at 110. And then once they stop talking, Henry, I'll jump in. I'll be like, Henry, I understand exactly where you're coming from, right? I understand the frustration, right? Dude, you got to listen and then you got to build that connection, which means you got to lean in. You need to understand where they're coming from, dude. I understand your frustration, Henry. I understand where you're coming from, right? We would have totally just closed on this thing at 110, right? But the problem here is there's just a lot more work, right, than what is needed to be done at the property to get it to the point where we can actually resell it. It's just a lot of risk, a lot more risk than we anticipated, a lot more work than we anticipated. And let me tell you, we have tried to get multiple bid already, right, from different type of contractor. And we have negotiated with them and trying to work them down on the price already. You know, and like, this is how much we want to get this done with you, Henry. So I know you're at 110. I mean, is there anything is there room that we can work out on this? And dude, if they say that they will drop down to, like, let's just say they'll be like, yeah, you know, dude, I can drop down like a 5,000. So if I were you, dude, I wouldn't go 100. I wouldn't offer them, oh, can you do 100,000? Don't do that. Go lower. Dude, I would go, hey, could you do, and give them an odd number. Man, I mean, where we're at, because they're going to ask you, so what can you guys pay me now? But don't give the seller an even number. You know, after everything that we've done, look through the property, I mean, Henry, would you consider moving forward, getting this thing done, getting this closed for you in the next 15 days for $93,575? So you want to start low, bro, because you want to give room for you to come up to that 100K. I know you come and you'll be like, well, Khang, I just need to get an extension. That's even easier. Dude, that's so easy. Okay? Dude, easy. Get an extension. If you built enough rapport with the seller, get an extension. Getting them to come down 10,000 is so easy. Dude, like I can do that with, like my VA can do that dude, it's so easy. Okay. If you want to get an extension, this is what you say. Henry, so easy. So once again, Henry, let's just say that you are a seller. Okay. So once again, same thing. I'll be like, Henry, I'll call Henry back and I'll be like, Henry, so here's kind of where we're at, right? With your property. And I just want to keep you up to date. Okay. So here's kind of where we're at. So far, we got 4 bids from different contractors on the amount of repair, right? That needed to be done. The amount of repair, how much it's going to cost for us to fix the property up. Unfortunately, Henry, all of them came in very, very high. Now, instead of, going back with you and arguing with the price and trying to, get you to come down in price, we want to actually work and negotiate with the contractor instead. So we got 2 calls from a contractor today, 2 different contractors that said that they can overbid, that they can come in way lower than what the other contractor bid would be to get this done. So Henry, all we need from you, Henry, is an extra 2 weeks or an extra 3 weeks to get them come into the property so they can go in there and look at the scope of work. But they already kind of basically look at the bid already, and they said that they can beat it and come in way lower. So instead of trying to negotiate with you, we rather work with the contractor and see how we can make it work with them instead of working with you. The next step, what we want to do is we are willing to even give them more work from our other project just to get them to come down to the price where we need them to come down and get this done for you and get the exact amount of money that we agreed upon in your pocket. And all we ask from you, Henry, is just an extra 2 weeks to get this done. And after that 2 weeks, we're ready to close. That's it, dude. That's so easy. See, nobody can go live and tell you exactly how to do this, like exactly what I just told you. You know why? Some of them out there are just teaching. They don't do the business. Have never done the business. So if you never go through it, see, when a textbook does not teach you this. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? A textbook do not teach you this. That's why I said, dude, it's so easy to spot out a teacher that doesn't do the business. It's so easy to spot them out. Number one is get them on the phone with the seller. Get them on the phone with the seller. They wouldn't even know what to say. They can teach you role play because role play, it's already been set up. But when they get on the phone with the seller, dude, they can't. They come off so amateur. You'd be like, come on, man. Shit, bro. You joking me, dude? And so what I just shared with you, dude, is when you ask me, I've already been through it. I've done it so many times where I even train my VA to call back and renegotiate all the time. It's not a big deal. See, that's the difference between teachers and the doer and teach, man. Because, dude, you cannot buy experience. Well, because once you go through it, you know how, right? Experience, man. Oh, okay. What other, man? What other? Okay. Oh, actually, we're done. We're done. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me, Instagram family. Once again, if you need help starting your business, growing your business, scaling your wholesaling business, whether you're a new or you're an experienced investor, Instagram family, if you want to work with me and my team to help take your wholesaling business to the next level, help you stack away. Our goal is to help you stack away $80,000 to $100,000 by the end of the year. And I want to tell you, dude, this take commitment, this take work. But we got the tools, the training, the resource, the guidance, the support, the blueprint, showing you exactly what you need to do, plug into your business, and let's rock and roll, baby. Instagram family, if that is you, okay, comment the word mentorship or DM me the word mentorship. I'll send you the link. And YouTube family, all you need to do is go to coachwithkhang.com, fill out the application, get on the phone with my team. I just want to make sure that we're a good fit for each other. They'll tell you everything about the program, and hopefully we can connect. And I'll see you in class if that is you. Until next time, you guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here with me. And let's go get this money. All right, YouTube, I'm out.